ezam indaba. Uzozizwa ngam.
The fog. Honestly, what in the actual fog was 2025 or is 2025? Because yo, lo nyaka lo cishe wangiqumba phansi. Yabo lo nyaka lo cishe angeke cishe wangiqumba phansi. Yo, ngiyeka ngibambe ngamawashing ongaphansi ongaphezulu yimi no 2025, but ke here we are, definitely here we are. And yeah, good evening. I've missed you. I definitely have missed you. I've thought about you probably more than I should have. And yeah, you know, a bit of smoking. So let me get me a good drag. Hi, Barnes. So anyway, they need to go into Galani. So now that's the part I want to understand first. Let's start there. They need to get into Galani, Sun City, hey. Umusa ulambile. Ngina ngizwa ngithi ngilambile. Ngatshela bani ukuthi ngilambile. Ngasho nini? Yo, hi Shem. Hey, Musa is struggling in prison. Obviously, I'm not in a fucking hotel. What the fuck do you think is happening? Like, let's start there. But, hayi. Le mina bese ikhulunywa. Sengibambe emoyeni ukuthi I'm like, hawu, bathong. Kodwa-ke, leyo isuka, hi, Ino, and your lies. Let's start there. Let me tell you how this whole rumor started, okay? We'll connect other stories, but I want to start here because I want to go somewhere with this little conversation. Hi, is the BBL treating you at the liposuction and the whatever and the house arrest beige? How are you coping with that? Because what the fuck? Like, what in the actual fuck? So let me tell you what happens. About, let's say about 3 weeks ago, is someone I often speak to. I would often call, like, obviously, when you're in prison, your line of communication is very limited, highly limited. So whenever there's a chance, you are going to talk to like one or two people or whatever, or whoever that's available at that time. So here I am calling in for a little chit chat. And then she told me, okay, this was not a full, complete conversation, but from what we spoke about, because I told you, obviously, I just told you that the line is very limited. So from what we could talk about in that little moment, right? So she said to me, she is a friend of hers from the city press, and this friend of hers from the city press is very worried about me and wara. I'm like, bitch, I don't know no one from city press. Let's start there. We don't have friends at city press. So I don't know who the fuck that bitch is, and I don't know what the fuck they on about. But anyway, if she's wishing us well, that's cute for her. We appreciate that. And then she tell me that she didn't get into the contents, or maybe she wanted me to give her information or whatever the fuck. But she said to me, this Bichiki, they've decided, listen to me very well and very, very carefully. They've decided that, I think, but they've decided that as they are friends of mine, they're very concerned. And yeah, and by the way, none of them came to see me, or none of them are seeing me rather. So I don't know what the fuck. They're very concerned about me, which is genuine. I appreciate that. But they're going to be raising some funds. I'm like, what funds? What are the funds for? But no, we're raising some funds so we can help you and whatever. I'm like, bitch, if you're raising some funds, give me that money. I'm not gonna say no to money, especially okay, I know good when call my when I'm telling when I used to tell you guys, I'm like, I don't want your money and whatsoever. Instead, invest your time. What I want is your time. I'm still standing. It was like early in the year or like around about April when I asked you all for donations. That was the one time, the only time in the world I ever spoke to you about money related issues, and I left it. I was very grateful and I left it there. And now I wasn't gonna be coming back like, oh, I need the money. I'm not that person. Let's start the if you are a friend and you are day one, you would know how we operate in this house. My account made its way to the man who actually sent us to prison. So I would also let you know that the last post that was made on my account was actually not me. So from that time, prior to that time, actually, my account has already been sold. My YouTube has been sold. In a way, the reason I'm saying I'm using the word sold is because I would say I trusted the wrong person. Let me take some little responsibility here. A bitch trusted a wrong person, and how this was gonna come about was gonna be early in the when I got first reined in, bitch, bitch. Wow, what a yay. We'll come back to the other stories. But when a beach got first incarcerated, that was going to be the 13th of January, and I was in KZN, by the way. So I got found out in KZN. I'll tell you how that happened in due time. But I'm talking about a lot of things at the same time, so that's fine. Then I make my way to Sandton on the Friday from the 13th, which was a Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. Then on Friday, I find my way in Sandton, and then the rest will trinkle. Some you would know from the courts and from the SAPC people when whatever rubbish they were talking about. But from that time, Jay, then my phone was already with the police. They took it because they're doing something.